Oh, hey! Picking up this audiobook was a smart decision. Let me start by saying you are likable. You are amazing. You're actually pretty awesome. Even after listening to this book, I hope you keep this in mind and reflect on those points. Remember them randomly throughout the day and keep them in your heart. If you decide to continue listening, great. It's because I know we'll have a blast together. You'll learn something real, valuable, and perhaps even transformative from this book. So far, we're doing well. You've already shown that you're ready for change. That's great. To help you make an informed decision, let me tell you a little about myself. As a young student, I remember having low self-esteem. I struggled with low self-esteem and anxiety in social situations. Throughout my teen years, I struggled with anxiety. As an adult, I can now love myself just as I am. During and after high school, I learned a number of things I wish I had known sooner. My goal is to share how I overcame anxiety and fears, gained confidence, and changed my perspective. No one is flawless, and I am no exception. Through advice from others and trial and error, I came up with 13 ways to boost teen self-esteem. In this book, you'll learn 13 ways to boost your confidence. Using these tips, you'll know what steps to take to reach your goals. If you want to change yourself for the better, become more confident, and be self-assured, you must first like yourself. There are countless self-help books on the market, but I honestly don't think there are any comparable to this. It's true you can find a lot of books about loving yourself. At my local mall, a self-help section has no shortage of titles designed to help you love yourself. Although books like that are enjoyable to read, they usually assume a certain level of self-confidence. In other words, they don't waste any time. Their focus is on love. Would you instantly fall in love with a close friend or romantic partner? No, because the first step to loving someone is to like them. And that is why the first chapter of this book discusses the importance of liking yourself and building confidence. In addition, I discovered that many self-help books are often geared toward older women. Teenagers' trials and tribulations are rarely covered in books. Teenagers need it just as much as adults. This audiobook is relevant to each of you in light of your individual pressures and circumstances. Compared to other books on this subject, this one should be easier to understand. In addition to being more entertaining, I know a few others will make this book stand out. Before working on 13 ways to boost teen self-esteem, I scanned several self-help books. This is undeniable. The messages in many of those books were similar, but they were expressed differently. Many of the books seemed to be lecturing me. I felt the author had all the answers, while I didn't. They made me believe that my life could be magically transformed if only I followed a few simple steps. The more I read about how simple it should be, the more frustrated I felt. I often read a suggestion that seemed so simple, yet I didn't know how to implement it.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.